Alrighty guys, how's it going? It's Lil Tibbs here, and today we are back with some more Hearts of Iron 4 with another survival challenge. So I just want to take a moment to thank you guys for all the support. We just hit 150 subscribers, and I want to let you guys know that I'm thinking about doing a little bit of a series soon. If we hit 200 subscribers by the end of summer, so maybe mid-August or something, um, I'm going to do a survival challenge on every single country in the game, whether that be a starting nation or a releasable one. If it exists, I'll play it in the survival challenge. So it's definitely a big project that'll be happening, but I'm willing to do it. It sounds like a lot of fun. So if you guys would like to see it, make sure to subscribe. Once I hit 200 subscribers by the end of the summer, if that happens, then I would do it. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and hop straight into the video, and I will see you guys when I'm in. Alrighty guys, so today we're gonna be doing something in this general area. We've been doing a lot in Central America before, so I'm gonna take a step away from that just so we can get back into this other hemisphere. But today we're taking a look at Ireland, and we're gonna see if they're able to survive against the entire world. So it'll be a little tricky since the UK has a border in the north, but I'm hoping that we can take that back and then just defend ourselves from any attacks. So it'll be an interesting challenge, but I'll go ahead and hop straight into it. Alright, so Ireland doesn't really start with a whole lot. Looks like we have a single division with 9 infantry battalions. We do have a good amount of space to build things, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We don't have too many civilian factories for construction, but compared to other playthroughs, that's pretty nice. So go ahead and build some more stuff. I'm thinking I'm gonna go down the communist path just because I don't know if this got changed, but I'm pretty sure there's like one of these things that gives you either weekly or monthly manpower. So I'm gonna check that out. Research, I'm just gonna do what I usually do. Thankfully, we do have some research already done, so we're gonna work on that. I usually do a little bit of everything just so we're all set to roll when wartime comes. Alrighty, it is 1937, so I'll go ahead and give you guys our yearly update. So we still only have 1 infantry division, although I'm working on getting another one. I did update their templates, so they only have 7 infantry battalions now, and they also have 2 artillery. In the last video I got some advice to add a medium tank battalion to at least 3 of my infantry divisions. So even though it's like still a small country, we can at least do something with tanks. So I'm thinking I'll add that at some point. I just have to actually get research, which I'm working on now. Other things research, mostly just support equipment, or support weapons I should say. I got artillery done a little bit. I'll probably get some anti-air as well. Then I'll need my submarines at some point too. And then other than that, I just did industry, engineering. We're nearly communist, so that's all good. We got limited conscription. But other than that, not too much has really happened. But I'll go ahead and let the game continue, and I will let you guys know if anything happens. Alrighty, we are in 1938, so I'll go ahead and give my yearly update. We got 2 new divisions ready. For my focus, we got through all this industry stuff. I still need to up my military industry, but right now we're going through the political focuses. And then also been getting a bit of research done. So I got trucks going. We got a little bit of armor, but we still need to get the 1938 before I build more. Got anti-air. Then we also got more engineering and industry going. But other than that, not too much has happened with us. We do have a bit of a change in the world. Soviets had a civil war. Poland's had a civil war. Czechoslovakia willingly gave up Sudetenland. Then, as usual, Spain is a mess. Japan started attacking, although I don't know how much. Looks like it's kind of at a standstill. There's some pushes on both sides, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyways, I'll go ahead and hop forward until something else happens. Alright, so we're running into a bit of trouble. Looks like the British just declared war on us, which isn't great. I'm gonna try my best to stop them, but I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to fall back line. We will hold Dublin, and we'll hold off at this river point here. Let's go ahead and call the retreat. Just don't get encircled, please. Thank you. Oh, why did you get pushed, bro? Alright. Not great, but we're still alive. As long as we hold Dublin, we can live. However, our industry is now very bad. I'll go and throw that there. Yeah, not great. So far, we're holding just these 3 points. But I don't think it'll last indefinitely. We got a little bit more reinforcements. I desperately need equipment. Let's see. Since I'm technically not at war with everyone, I'm wondering if I can request a lend-lease. So maybe... Bruh. Yeah, they're draining our manpower rapidly. Hopefully we can do something. We're getting the 500 a week, but we're losing a lot more than 500 per week. I'll go ahead and do service by requirement. Alrighty, so we've managed to hold for now. Let's go ahead and check the casualty report. We dealt about 110,000 while taking 26,000 of our own, so we're doing about 4 KD. However, British have way more manpower, so we could take down about like 200,000 of them before my free manpower gets drained, but I don't know what to do. I wasn't expecting the British to go to war with me right away, although I guess I kind of shot myself in the foot with a non-historical AI. It's got Mr. Mosley in charge, so a bit unfortunate, but oh well. Alright, so it looks like we just got an invite to faction from the Soviets. I'm gonna accept it just so they help me out. However, I'll end up leaving like as soon as I declare war on everybody in the world. So could I request a lend-lease now? Alright, looks like they kinda just left. So I'm gonna take advantage of this and encircle this division here. I'm assuming they're not gonna be gone forever, so I'm just gonna do what I can. There we go, we're doing some damage now. Heck yeah. Actually, big brain idea here, but there's no ports anywhere except here. Let's see if I can cut them off from the supplies. So now what we need to do, we just need to close the gap here, take these so we're not quite as spread out. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we should start declaring war on everybody. I'm just trying to hold off a little bit until we get things cleared out here. At this point, we're spread pretty thin. I'm going to hold off on attacks right now. And we are claiming back some of our factories, which is great. Alright, we just encircled 2 divisions here. They might push me out of there actually, so I'm gonna try and alleviate some of this pressure. Yeah, there we go. Now if I halt this, attack here instead, I'm gonna get those 2 units circled, and the rest of them are pretty spread out, so I can kind of just do whatever I want with them. Although we do have a gap here, so I'll try to get that resolved as soon as possible. But I will take your stuff. Alright, and pop, pop. So let's go ahead and see how much we've done. We did 207,000 casualties to them compared to about 39,000 of our own. Just opened up the line a little bit here. So we might be able to do some attacks. I don't know why you're trying to go through there. But we got a few more troops moving through. Once they're positioned, I can go ahead and push through the little gaps. And you can go ahead, take dairy. Then if I just push through here, I can circle this guy. Alrighty, the rest of the British army in Ireland has been completely encircled. What a turn in events. Holy crap. They pulled oh, that's amazing. Let's go and check casualties. 231,000 compared to 41,000 of our own. We've got a lot more recruitable population available now, so overall we're doing pretty well. I can go ahead and set us on area defense now, and then we'll take coastline out, just the naval points, and we'll get rid of that. So now we should be pretty well safe. I'm gonna build some coastal forts as well, just so they're not like trying to get around, but overall pretty good repelling. I'm gonna go ahead and wait until I start getting submarines up before I declare war on everyone. It's taken a little bit longer than I expected, but hopefully we'll be all set. Now looking at the rest of the world, things are going a little wild. Looks like the Soviets are getting pushed, France is getting pushed, Paris is actually fallen. However, they are communists. I don't know if they have the disjointed government. Doesn't look like it. So they're going to be holding quite a bit longer than before. It's been a wild war. Finland hasn't even gotten involved yet. I don't know if that happened in, was it 41? But obviously the Soviets got into the war earlier than expected, so they might just get rolled over. I don't mind. I'm declaring war on them anyways, but overall we're doing decent enough. Alrighty, so we're at 1940 right now, so I'll go ahead and give a quick update. So if you didn't notice, we did retake all of Ireland. We've got our industry back in order, although we do have a shortage of tanks. I'll go ahead and set another factory into that. We do have a severe equipment issue, so I would trade, but I'm about to declare war on everyone, so it's not going to make too big of a difference. Research, I'm mostly just working on finishing up my submarine stuff, just so we have decent submarines available. And then we got a bit of industry stuff. I'm working on infantry equipment. So I'm hoping we're all set to declare war on everyone. I just want to try and get the submarines ready, but honestly, I might just declare war on everyone anyways. It's not too big of a deal, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably declare around like December or something. Alrighty, so we are ready to declare war on everyone. So I'm hoping it's not too much of a challenge, but that's what the video is for, I guess. So we'll go ahead, declare war on everyone. Now wait for the end of the day. And there we go. And looks like one of our allies actually landed, but they're gonna die instantly. So I got a bit to click through, but while we're going through this, if you guys enjoy my videos, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm trying to do a challenge once I hit 200 subscribers, I'm going to play as every single nation in the game, whether it be a releasable nation or just one of the starting nations. I'm going to play anything that exists pretty much. And I'm going to be doing a survival challenge on it. So we've gone ahead and clicked through everything. Although now all the faction stuff will be happening. We did just get another kill. Just an Italian division though. So overall, our kill count before going to the war was pretty good. We had like 231 British killed compared to 41 of our own. But now that we have the entire world after us, we can have some fun. Alrighty, we started getting naval invasions, but so far we've been able to repel them pretty well. Hasn't been too long, but extra casualties on the British troops. So overall, it's looking decent. Alrighty, so the Soviets have finally capitulated. Looks like they were given their own little empire to work with here, but they are, actually, they're not a puppet of anyone, so they're completely independent with totally no other influence on their country. I keep getting notifications from the American Alliance, but it is what it is. We do have some extra troops to deploy, and you can actually be an infantry specialist. Alrighty, we're in 1942 now. So we've been doing pretty good. We've taken about 43,000 losses, or in other words, about 2,000 since we declared war on the entire world. It looks like they're at 343,000. I can't recall what they were at before. I think it was around 280,000-ish. 281,000, I believe. So yeah, not too much going on. They've been trying to naval invade quite a bit. I do have one submarine out now. It's been getting convoy here and there, but they do have a pretty large defense fleet. And we actually sunk 3 troop convoys, which is nice. So that'll whittle down their attacking army. The main issue has been supply for us. They've been absolutely bombing the crap out of our logistics, so I'm hoping we can make enough trains to fix that. I've been researching armored trains so they don't do quite as much damage, but it's always tricky. We actually sunk some more convoys, which is great. So overall, going pretty well. I'll go ahead and keep on going. I'll try to go till 1944, somewhere in there, just since I started a little bit later, but we'll see how it goes. This submarine is so good. Like, I only have one submarine, but it's just been causing so much chaos. Like, you won't even imagine. Even if it's like a defended fleet, I found that it still manages to pick off like 1 or 2 in a group. So let's see how this one does. Yep, even with that huge fleet there, I still picked one off. So overall, I'm really happy with this submarine. They're a little expensive, but let me see what we got here. There we go. It's a pretty nice submarine. I put pretty much maxed everything except for this snorkel here, but 3 sets of level 3 torpedoes and level 3 engines. It's been working pretty well for me. Even with just a single submarine, I've been able to take considerable amount of their convoys. And our defense force here has been able to repel pretty much everything. So overall, it's been going really nice. They actually did just make a landing, but that's fine with me. I can just go ahead and pop them just like that. Alright, looks like they made a couple landings out here, but they have no supply, so we can just wipe them off the face of the earth. Alright, this force is now being wiped out. Looks like they made another landing. I'll go ahead and set these troops here. And now, watch the results. Oh no! Unfortunately, we did end up losing our submarine. We did take another convoy out. Process though. So, they served their purpose well. We got another one. That's not going to be out until next year though, due to the very lacking resource production. We need a lot more steel. But unfortunately, we can't get any more unless there's something we can build here, which unfortunately, no. Alrighty, so after quite a bit of convoy raiding, before we lost our sub and their failed naval invasions, we've gotten to the point where we've dealt 643,000 casualties to them, and we've taken about 58,000, which is pretty nice. So we're gonna go ahead, run it another year, and then we'll see if they do anything. If not, then I think we might be able to consider this a win. We obviously aren't going to win the naval war, but we'll see how it goes. I'm wondering if I could try make a little naval invasion here in Douglas. That would be pretty interesting. I do have a decent extra force here. I've been using it pretty much to kill any attempted naval invasions, but overall we've been doing pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump ahead and we'll see if anything happens. Oh, looks like the Med sunk my submarine again, which is a bit unfortunate. They nearly made a landing here, but they thankfully failed. Looks like they actually got one in though. There's no way they can do anything. Yep, they're already popped, which works great for me. Unfortunately, I don't have another submarine until 1957, just because of our resource shortage. So a bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this naval invasion off at all. So I'll just go ahead and call it off. So it's looking like it's gonna be a bit of a stalemate. I'll go ahead and keep it running just in case they try anything. Right now we've dealt 790,000 casualties to them compared to 62,000 of us. I'll run this until like maybe halfway through 1944, but yeah, I'll go ahead and just keep it running. I'll bring you if anything happens. Alrighty, we've gone ahead and made it halfway through 1944. They've tried making a couple more naval invasions, but they've all been repelled. So looking at our final casualty rate, they have about 898,000 casualties compared to our 65,000 casualties. Granted, quite a bit of this was due to reclaiming our territory with our original war with the British. If we were to take that out, we'd have roughly 30,000 casualties, which in this defensive position gives us like 25 or 30 KD. So with our about 500,000 total manpower, we are going to be doubling this as we have all adults serve on. So we'll have about 1 million manpower once all that's set up, but with 25-30 KD we could easily take on the entire world's army, as we're seeing fielded manpower is 14.5 or 14.2 I should say, and 30.7 million. So once we get our full million manpower, and assuming we can hold this defensive position, I don't think we'd really have any issue taking on the entire world, at least defensively. Now that's also not including the current world war going on, so a lot of people are going to perish in this world war, probably like 10 million or so. So that would reduce the armies we're facing to maybe 20 million. Now, as people capitulate, this number is going to get even lower. So all in all, I think Ireland's position, assuming they can hold these coastal forts, and this army is able to repel any other naval invasion, they wouldn't be supplied by ports or anything like that. So as long as we can hold these 2 points here, we're able to survive indefinitely, and we could drain the entire world's manpower, assuming they just throw everything at us. Now it takes a lot of conditions for that to happen, but you could technically take on the entire world as Ireland, and we've done so about halfway through to 1944. Granted, we did start a little bit later than normal, so Definitely different scenario considering the British attacked us a bit early. We nearly lost it there. We only had these 3 tiles, but we managed to somehow get the Soviets to let us into their faction, which pulled British troops out, which in turn allowed us to take on quite a bit of the British troops. I think we killed like 300,000 of them at the end of that war. So all in all, it's been a pretty good match. I'm happy with how it turned out. If you guys liked it, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, you can always hit the dislike button. I don't mind. I've already said this before, but I'm doing a subscriber challenge. If we hit 200 subscribers by the end of summer, I'm gonna go ahead and do a series where I play as every single country in existence. So for example, like Ukraine here. Okay, Ukraine's not even. We got Ukraine here. They're not supposed to be like this, but due to Germany owning them, I would technically be playing them. I just like play Soviets and then release them, all that. Or I could play like Kingdom of Morocco. I try doing survival challenges them. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure to subscribe. We just hit about 150, so we got a couple months to get another 50 subscribers, but we can definitely do it. It's definitely possible. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.